Shields up, Iron Breakers. How's everybody doing? Today is going to mark pretty much the kickoff of the Paris Games Week with the PlayStation show kicking pretty much everything off, and that should begin in about 20 minutes or so, according to the times that I'm looking at on screen right now. So I figured I'd do a little bit of my own pre-show to get everybody ready for this. So it is my intention to accompany their live stream in the format that you guys are watching on screen right now. I'll be watching their live stream on there. You guys can also see my reactions to the announcements, and I will be giving you guys a little bit of live commentary on my opinions on how things are going, what is being shown, and whether or not it could be something that is very potential, that has a lot of potential to be a really awesome game, or maybe not so much. And again, these are going to be my opinions, so we'll see what happens with that. But as we are waiting for the show to begin, I figured I'd go ahead and do my own little pre-show here, because with all of the things that have been happening this year, there might have been a couple of exclusives that maybe you missed out. Maybe you don't know if you should get involved in those or not. And since this is very much a PlayStation event, I figured I'd get like some of my favorite exclusives that came out this year and talk a little bit about them and why you should consider playing them if you haven't already. Now, the very first that I have to begin with, because I kind of feel that this game is just so underrated that someone needs to go ahead and talk about it. And that particular game is going to be Gravity Rush 2. Now, let me just see. No, this goes on. Sorry, I was just testing something out here. Let me just make sure that we get everything right, get our ducks in a row. Anyway, this game right here, this is Gravity Rush 2. And I gotta be honest. I gotta be completely honest. Particularly now, because the way things are going in the industry, and there's all these games coming out with these messed up microtransactions, and nobody wants to have anything to do with those games. It is the time, like, if you're not playing right now like Wolfenstein, or you're not playing Super Mario Odyssey, which, by the way, Super Mario is so good. And I'm sorry to bring that up in a PlayStation show, but it's so fucking good. But what I'm saying is, like, if your time is free because, like, say, for instance, you wanted to play Shadow of War, but you decided not to because the way they did microtransactions there is not only sleazy, disgusting, but also just vile and completely retarded. Maybe it's time to pull out your backlog. Maybe it's time to consider some other games, and one of those games I have to bring up as Gravity Rush 2, because I love Gravity Rush. I loved the first one, and I've been waiting for a second one for quite some time, because Gravity Rush actually started on the PlayStation Vita. For those of you that aren't aware, it actually started on the PlayStation Vita. And when Gravity Rush 2 came to PlayStation 4, I was just like mind blown, because the game is really good. The mechanics of the game are really good. It is one of those open world games that it is definitely worth it for you to play around, do the side quests, have fun. And I don't know, I've had a blast. I haven't gotten around to finishing it yet, because you guys know me, I'm a one-man army. I'm just constantly going all over the place, checking out all kinds of games. But I do plan on doing that, because this game is so worth it. So worth your time. And it is so underrated. This right here has the best flight sensation I've ever experienced in any video game ever. The best flight sensation ever. And the best, in my opinion, the best flight mechanics a game has ever had. But I don't know, maybe my experience is limited. Maybe you think otherwise, but yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens with that. So, let's talk about another exclusive, shall we? I'm going to start off with the less known one. So here's another one. This one is more of a remaster, so to speak, than necessarily a new game altogether. Oh. Sorry, this was kind of a bit of a haphazard setup that I did here in the nick of time. And this game is Malicious. More specifically, what is this? Malicious Fallen? Is it not Rebirth or something? No, it's just called Fallen. Okay. So this right here is a remaster of the game Malicious. Now, Malicious had already come out on both PlayStation 3 as well as PlayStation Vita, but obviously with the massive success of PlayStation 4, they wanted to do a PS4 version of this game as well. And this is a very interesting game, both from a story perspective as well as mechanics perspective, as well as just the way the game works. It just feels great. It's even hard to like really classify, because it's, in a way, it almost feels like a Dynasty Warriors, except it's got a lot more depth to its combat, in my opinion. And it doesn't feel as Dynasty Warriors as Dynasty Warriors does, because usually what happens is you have a stage, and in that stage there is a boss and there are minions. Now, you do get to kill the minions by the thousands, but it is always for a purpose. As you kill minions, you're essentially building up power in your character in the form of these souls or whatever they're called. I don't remember the actual name. And as you build up this power, you will then be able to go ahead and go into like this almost Super Saiyan mode, and you'll be able to beat down the boss a lot harder, which is why you see me doing a lot of killing a lot of peeps here. Now, this is the boss right there. You can see I already busted up his shield real good, but he's also busting me up. Oh, I actually have 3,800 aura. That means I'm probably about to just power up into Super Saiyan and beat his face and set out. Maybe I didn't even realize I could Super Saiyan at this point, because it had been a while since I've played. Let me see. Oh, okay. Here we've definitely used Super Saiyan. Yeah, we're just... Yep. This is like our character in Super Saiyan mode. He's just dealing ridiculous amounts of damage, and it's pretty beast mode, basically. Actually, no. I don't know if I'm in Super Saiyan mode here or not. Either way, the whole point is you kill a bunch of dudes, you power up real good, and then you beat up the boss. Each boss will have different strategies, and you'll also get different unlocks. And an interesting thing here is that the order in which you kill the bosses matters, because you will get specific abilities after defeating a boss, but all of the other bosses consequently become harder. All of the other stages become harder. So you have to really decide which abilities do I really want to survive the hardest levels in order to get maximum effectiveness. Again, another really, really underrated game in my opinion, and super solid exclusive on PS4. Naruto Uzumaki. What time does it start? In about 12 minutes, according to the timer that we've saw on there. Anyway, let's look at another one, shall we? Now, the next ones are all going to be pretty well known, I believe, but I should also bring them up. So, let's start with Nioh. Now, some of you guys might think that I actually don't like Nioh anymore because I didn't like one of its DLCs, but I still really, really enjoy the game itself, because I think Nioh is a really good game ultimately, and if you haven't given it a shot, again, now might be the time to check it out. Nioh is kind of like one of those games that has emerged as a Souls-like, so to speak. So yeah, it's got a lot of that thing where it's really challenging, it's really this and the other, but Nioh manages to carve out its own path in the Souls-like genre, so to speak, by its combo system and its diversity of weapons and how it works, and it's got a Diablo-style loot system, and it's got a lot of really cool stuff, and also the knowledge of your enemies is really going to influence how you dictate the pace of each combat, as well as which weapon you happen to be using at a time. It's also got some really cool boss fights, and I also really enjoyed the very first DLC, but the second DLC burned me out because of a very specific mechanic that doesn't gel well with me. But other than that, I've had a blast playing with the game, and it's also got respecs, so you can try out different weapons. It's got some really cool moves that you can do, some really stylish stuff. And you also have special powers that you can cast, and it's got this whole spell system to it. So it's got a lot of really cool stuff. And Kodama dudes! I'm not even going to tell you what Kodama dudes are, but if you end up trying out Nioh, you're going to learn all about Kodama dudes and why Kodama dudes are the best dudes. Okay? This is endorsed by Epic Name Bro. Kodama dudes are best dudes. But yeah, Nioh, really good if you're into Souls-like games and you haven't tried it out. Again, another PlayStation exclusive. Super, super awesome. We've had a really good game. a really good game, a really good year in terms of video games. 2017 has been friggin' fantastic. Now, I couldn't get away without talking about a classic that was finally re-released for the PlayStation 4. Not sure if you guys are Wipeout fans, but Wipeout was the reason why I went PlayStation over Xbox. One of the reasons why I went PlayStation over Xbox. I friggin' love Wipeout. When it comes to futuristic racers, it doesn't get any better than Wipeout. And Wipeout Omega Collection, while not the thing that I really, really wanted, because what I wanted was like the combination of all the Wipeout games in this one title. And in a way, that's what I got. But it's like I wanted to be able to use all of the ships and all of the tracks and have the mechanics of 2048 across the board. That's not what they did. They kind of like remastered and changed around some of the campaigns and stuff so that it's a little bit more streamlined, but ultimately you're getting essentially 3 different games. You're getting Wipeout HD, Wipeout Fury, and Fury, which was an expansion to HD, and you're also getting Wipeout 2048, all in the same thing. There are a couple of new ships and stuff, but ultimately these are kind of like 3 separate games. I don't blame him for it. I'm like, whatever, it's cool. I just want a Wipeout that I can play on a current generation console, and that's what I got. So I really enjoy Wipeout, and if you think you like futuristic racers, it's pretty much a no-brainer. Wipeout, another fantastic PS4 exclusive. So now, let's bring up yet another one. This one's a more well-known one. And it should require no introduction. As a matter of fact, we're going to have DLC coming up in November. We're going to have DLC for this fantastic title. I love it. One of the things that I love about this game is the fact that it almost brings Monster Hunter gameplay mechanics. It does bring some Monster Hunter gameplay mechanics. As a matter of fact, I spoke with the devs a long time before the game came out in an E3 thing. I spoke with the devs and I flat out asked them, you guys take a lot of inspiration from Monster Hunter, don't you? They're like, yep, Monster Hunter and a bunch of other games. But yes, we definitely enjoy Monster Hunter. They straight up told me that. And I was like, yeah, I can tell, because the game has a lot of, at least to me, it felt like it had a lot of Monster Hunter influences, actually hunting down these creatures, studying them. I loved my time with Horizon Zero Dawn, and this Horizon Zero Dawn is not even one of those games where I would tell you like, oh, if it looks like you enjoy it. No, it's like Horizon Zero Dawn is the kind of game that I can just tell you, oh, you got a PlayStation 4? Then you should probably get Horizon Zero Dawn. It's just one of those must-play titles because it's got something in there for everyone. It is a fantastic game, and I loved it. I loved every moment I've played of that game, so I wholeheartedly recommend it. Horizon Zero Dawn, definitely one of the best games that came out this year. Like, no doubt about it. There's zero doubt in my mind. Oh, and if you happen to have a 4K TV and a PlayStation 4 Pro, good God, 4K HDR, mind-blowing good. Mind-blowingly good. Horizon Zero Dawn, fucking fantastic. Let's check out another one. I got 2 more games on my list here, and then the show is probably going to be getting started soon. So the first one, the very first of these last 2 is going to go ahead and be Persona 5. Okay, so this game is one of those games that is potentially not for everyone. This is for people who love JRPGs. This is probably one of the best JRPGs ever made. I haven't finished it yet. I think I'm like 50 or 60 hours in. And one of the reasons I didn't finish it is because it wasn't really getting that many views on the channel. It was very disappointing for me. But that doesn't change the fact that this is a friggin' fantastic game. So, if you guys enjoy JRPGs, if you guys enjoyed any of the Persona titles, even if you don't enjoy Persona titles, like, even though it says Persona 5, you don't have to have played any of the other Persona games before it to know the story or anything, because this is kind of like Final Fantasy, where every game is its own thing. So Persona 5 is its own story. So even if you don't know any of the other Persona games, you're missing out. I'm not going to tell you you're not missing out, because you're definitely on Persona 4. You are missing out big time. Persona 4 Golden, God, still one of the best games I've ever played in my life. But Persona 5 here, fantastic friggin' title. I love the crap out of this game because I haven't finished it yet. That's another thing. There's a lot of games that I still need to finish, and Persona 5 is one of them that I just need to get around and finishing it. It's just very hard for me to actually finish a game that I'm not live streaming. It's just challenging. But yeah, I definitely want to get back to Persona at some point because it's just fantastic. The story in this game is so good. It is a fantastic freaking story. I love it. And I love the gameplay, and I love the art style, and especially the presentation. This game is one of those games where it's like, whenever a developer comes up with that excuse that's like, oh man, the visuals in my game, the budget is so big, I need to do microtransactions and all of this other stupid shit because visuals and all this stuff. It's like, the graphics in Persona 5 are not mind-blowing. They're not, cutting-edge visuals. But what they've done with the presentation and the art style, and more so just the style itself of Persona 5, completely negates any of that. Oh, we need to have better graphics and better. No, you don't. You just need to make the best with what you have. You need to budget appropriately, and your games will be fine. And yeah, that's Persona 5, and I wholeheartedly recommend it to everyone. Okay. Anyway, now for the last game of the exclusives list, and this game has blown my mind. And any of you that watch me play this game will know exactly why this game blew my mind. This game right here, Nier Automata. So this is by a studio that I usually tend to like their games, which is Platinum Games. I like Platinum Games a whole bunch. And Nier Automata is one of those games that has marked me in so many ways. It's a brilliant game, not just from a gameplay standpoint, but from the storytelling standpoint of it. The mechanics of the game is just it's a great game. And this one I also highly recommend. Highly recommend. And I left this one for last because it's one of those situations where I'm essentially leaving the best for last. Cause I can't even, you know what I'm saying? This game is so good, I can't even tell you how good this game is. And again, it is a very good example of when people are constantly saying, oh my God, we need higher budget for these amazing visuals. The visuals in this game are fine. They're not mind-blowing. Again, this game does not have the best visuals in the world. I mean, the characters are really well detailed. The animations are really well done. But you look at the scenery, and a lot of the scenery has got lower quality textures and stuff like that. And never once was I thinking, as I was playing Nier Automata, never once was I thinking, oh man, they really skimped out on the graphics in this game. I was mostly concerned with, oh my God, this friggin' amazing thing is happening right now. The story is going in this direction, and I'm not sure which quest I want to follow up on and all these other things. And it's just a beautiful story, and it manages to catch you off guard, I think, in a lot of situations with the whole different endings that you can get and how the game keeps going after the first ending, and then you play with a different character, and then all these things happen. It's Nier Automata is just one of those mind-blowing, fucking amazing experiences that you just need to have. But it is a very high octane action game. However, if you want to play in a more casual mode, the game has a more casual mode if you just want to enjoy the story, and it is worth it to just enjoy the story, even though it's not my kind of thing. I usually like to actually engage with the action, but there is an easy mode where the game will even just auto attack for you, and you can just enjoy the story and the gameplay at a much easier pace. So it doesn't have to be the biggest challenging thing you've ever done, and it can still be friggin' fantastic. But yeah, those were the exclusives that I want to bring to your attention as we get ready to start the event here. And the event should be starting, right on time, right on cue. It's like I planned for this shit.
Hey everybody, PlayStation's live at Paris Games Week 2017. We've got a huge show for you starting now.
Let me see if I can pump up the quality. That was a nice little sizzle reel.
Welcome to
Sit human.
PlayStation Live from Paris Games Week. We've got a big show for you here today. Lots to talk about. But first, I want to introduce our crew, starting with you. And you've got a very familiar
Oh,
face.
it's the PlayStation Access
Where
crew.
have you seen me before?
Maybe the internet.
The internet?
Yes.
YouTube, perhaps?
Perhaps.
Well, you might have seen me on PlayStation Access. In my little YouTube
Look at them
cupboard.
plugging their channel
It's
up
a
in there.
real treat to be somewhere as glamorous as this. We've got like an actual desk. Lovely backdrop, like this has got all the bells and whistles. You know, we're not as big budget as this, are we? I've got my PlayStation Access partner in crime with me as well.
Well, hello, Holly.
The amazing
Hi.
Holly Bennett.
Yeah, they've also let me out of the cupboard
Yes,
for a while. This
they
is really
have.
exciting that we're allowed to have such a fancy arena. Yeah, for anyone who doesn't know, myself and Rob team up with 3 others to make PlayStation Access, which is a YouTube channel. We're based in the UK, but we make content for everyone.
Yep.
And we literally cover everything from the world of PlayStation. We eat, sleep, and breathe PlayStation.
What's coming up next for PlayStation Access?
Well, anyone who follows me on Twitter probably knows I've just come back from Japan.
Secret things.
Oh,
Monster Hunter
It is a
World.
secret, actually, we can't tell you just yet what we were working on, but very soon those videos will be going
It's
live.
going to be very exciting.
It's amazing.
Yeah, I like
Subscribe now. And
Please.
rounding out our host here, Mr. Ramon Russell, the heartthrob from San Diego studio. I'm so glad you could join us, bud.
I'm glad y'all could have us. I really appreciate it.
Yeah.
Like Sid said, my name is Ramon Russell. I am from the MLB The Show development team back in San Diego. Speaking of them, shout out to everybody, all our development team back at home, cranking away on MLB The Show 18. We can't wait to tell you about it, but not today. Today, we're going to talk about all of this awesome content coming to PlayStation 4.
That's right. Now tell me a little bit about what you do with the MLB team. I know you do some streaming. Tell me a little bit about that.
Right, so I do a little bit of everything. Most of the people.
Are you
on our
really going
development
to
team
try to
wear
sell
many hats. I'm a
MLB
game
in
designer
Europe right
sometimes.
now?
Other times, I'm a community guy, and other times, I'm here in Paris with you guys on this stage, ready to see some really awesome content.
And really awesome content we are going to see starting any minute now. I want to tell you a little bit about what we've got lined up tonight. We're going to have 20 plus game updates. We're going to have 7 game reveals.
No.
And we are going to be covering a wide spectrum. That's AAA games. We're going to have independent
Okay. This is.
big ones. We're going to have DLC updates for major titles, big sequels, Final Fantasy updates. I mean, my goodness gracious.
Oh yeah, I saw a
And
bit of
then
Final Fantasy in the sizzle
PlayStation
reel.
Media Showcase, and who knows what's going on there. That's just under an hour from now. We've got a lot to get to tonight, and I say, if it's okay with you guys, that we dive right in,
Yeah,
and
let's
we
get to
start
it.
off with a reveal. Now, this is a
Yeah,
sequel
buddy.
to a game that a lot of people really love,
Uh-oh.
and I want to show the first gameplay of that.
Uh-oh.
We're going to do that right now.
After 1,000 years, the mask of vengeance has manifested itself again.
Guacamelee?
Protect the Mexiverse against the power.
It's Guacamelee.
A hero with determination, who doesn't crack under pressure. With a statuesque poise of the old gods.
Yeah, as soon as I started looking at the visuals, I was like, looks like Guacamelee, smells like Guacamelee. No, looks like Guacamelee, smells like guacamole, probably Guacamelee. I mean, from what I've played of the original Guacamelee, it was a pretty cool game. But it wasn't really my style.
Guacamelee 2 kicking this off right. I love the first game. So excited to see the Drinkbox is back with a sequel coming to PS4 soonish.
I love how precise they've been.
Soonish.
Get in
That's
the
some
review.
Blizzard shit right there. Soonish.
99% chance it'll come out Soonish.
Soonish. And we are going to see some more gameplay of that nowish. And this game is looking super,
There it is, in
super
fact.
polished.
You saved that one, for you didn't show us that in rehearsal. You
That's
saved
right.
that to
I
now.
keep
Saving that one up.
I kept that in my back pocket. So this game is looking super polished, and what we're seeing here, I believe these are the dimensional waves,
Yes.
right?
Yeah, and they allow you to solve puzzles and traverse obstacles. And you can see there, like, there's some hazards in the red dimension, and he's safe in the blue one. So it's
Awesome
going to add like a
game design.
really interesting angle to the puzzling.
Now, if you played the original Guacamelee, you know it's got a robust combat system, and we're going to see a little bit of that here, juggling with those dimensional waves. But, you know, the combat in this game is just so satisfying. You've got these luchador, you know, sort of pro wrestling moves mixed up with sort of beat-em-up combat, and that color palette, rounding it all out.
It looks gorgeous, doesn't it?
Not sure if I would like
It's even
these
got me panicking
weird,
now about, like, how much I'm gonna have to practice
these
to get
weird
good.
little dimensional mechanics for a fight. I can see that. I can see that being so frustrating.
Chicken.
Okay, so
This is
Say
what we're
what you
here
see.
for.
this is what we're here for. The chicken is back
Chicken
and
is
better
back.
than ever. And this chicken has seen a lot of refinement, a lot of new chicken mechanics on deck here for Guacamelee 2
that's what
coming
we
to
want.
PS4. And
This
you
is
know,
what they've been spending all their time on.
I mean,
chicken.
Yeah,
why not,
Yeah.
right? Wouldn't you? So this chicken here is quite a tough customer. We're going to see that here in a second. But right now we're going to see a new ability unlocked by, I can only presume.
Oh, the chicken oracle.
Yes.
Chicken
Oracle.
Oracle.
I swear that is a fried chicken shop somewhere in South London.
If it's not, it certainly
It's
should be.
the house.
He's telling him, do not get turned into chicken nuggets today.
That's
Not
right.
today, son.
You're going to learn some new abilities.
Well, he isn't going to get turned into chicken
Chicken
nuggets with
shot.
this.
Chicken
Shot.
shot.
This is a new ability here for the chicken. This chicken is really a can-do chicken. And this chicken shot, the chicken glide, we're seeing it all here. Now, this chicken shot is also useful in combat. So this chicken is a ferocious fighter.
Crazy
in Guacamelee 2. I love that.
I mean, you would not want to mess with this chicken. Look at
No.
it go.
All chickens in video
I mean,
games are
I don't
ferocious.
want to be.
I've learned that through my years.
I don't want to be negative. It's like I get it. It's Guacamelee 2.
Chickens are
Looks
nice.
awesome
The
for
most
people who like
lethal looking chicken I've
Guacamelee,
seen
but
there.
they're using up a lot
Seeing some
of
first gameplay
time
here,
in
too.
Guacamelee
And,
2.
oh, is this
Co-op.
Is this co-op? I
It is
see.
co-op.
So I do have it on good authority from Drinkbox that there is 4-player co-op throughout the entire game. We're seeing 3 of those 4 players.
Ah,
right
nice.
now.
4-player
And
co-op.
This is the Mangrove Swamp level.
Okay, that is going to make a massive difference. They should have just led with that. 4-player co-op makes a massive difference for Guacamelee.
Wow.
At least in my
Great
opinion.
start here for tonight. And you know something? Let's just keep going. I got 2 more announcements, and we're going to get to both of those right now.
Well, let's do it. What's this? Attack on Titan? No. No. Yakuza? No, it's a new title. Top-down shooter. The Hong Kong Massacre. Voxel Agents present. Oh, that's another one. It's another game. Fall into a surreal story of friendship. Looks like a point-and-click adventure type of game. So it's basically explore, mess around until you figure out what you were supposed to have done, then rewind. Some people like these kinds of games. It's not a bad thing, but it's not my style. I like the Hong Kong Massacre more. Give me shooting people in the face.
Those two great new games we just got to look at. I got to say the Gardens Between looking awesome. It's got that art style. It's got the time mechanics. Holly, what do you make of that?
That is completely my type of game. I'm honestly taken with it. I have goosebumps every time that music drops. It's a beautiful single-player, narrative-driven puzzle game, but there's no time pressure on the puzzles, and I really like that. No text or dialogue. The world tells you the story. One button to interact. A lovely game to get into. Genuinely in love with it, and it comes out late 2018.
Nice. So the first trailer that we saw, that was the Hong Kong Massacre, developed by Vresky. Super stylistic trailer that looked insane. It had this like Max Payne, Hotline Miami, a little Blade Runner vibe. And you can expect that coming to the PlayStation 4 in 2018.
Outstanding. So we're going to keep moving here. We got a lot to get to, and frankly, we're running behind. So LocoRoco Remastered, it's out now on PS4. We know LocoRoco 2 Remastered's coming, and right now we're going to tell you when.
LocoRoco is actually really interesting when I played it the first time. I only played it on the PS4 the first time. Now in 4K. Because these visuals really matter that they're in 4K. This is some serious 4K business right here. I mean, the game is fine and all, but I don't think 4K is the game's selling point. Let's put it like that. You think, guys? You think we'll get Deep Down today?
And that was Loco 2.
That would be so
Roco
awesome.
2 Remastered, and that's coming out December 9th. Finally, now we know. Holly, I know this is a big one for you.
Yeah, my bathroom is actually decorated with LocoRoco stickers.
She's not even joking.
I'm not actually joking. I love
That scared me when she started talking about her bathroom. I was like, what the fuck? Where is this going?
Played them non-stop. I love eating. And me and the LocoRoco games have that in common. If you've never played LocoRoco before, you
Shadowmancers, don't even joke about loot boxes in Monster Hunter. I will kill someone. Don't even joke about that shit.
You have to be a certain size to be able to complete them, and you sing to wake up magical creatures. It's utterly charming. I basically love LocoRoco. So LocoRoco 2, there's going to be new collectibles, new characters. It's in 4K on PlayStation 4 Pro, and pre-orders start today.
Outstanding. Nice. So, Holly, I know you're also a big fan of The Sims.
Yeah.
And I think we've got an update on that one.
Oh, God,
yes,
no.
we do. We know The Sims 4 is coming to PS4 in November. I'm, like you said, a huge fan. So we have a first look at the expansions that are coming soon. So I say we just check it out.
I mean, this is just not my game at all. Not to mention the ridiculous amounts of DLC they put on this thing. This game is like EA, one of the favorite things that EA has in their roster of games, because they're just like, oh yeah, dude, look at all the DLC we can put on this game. We can put so much DLC up in here.
It's coming out in November on PS4, and now I have a confession to make. I've actually never played a Sims game.
Good!
Yes, 20 years almost.
Shame.
This is a good thing, Sid Schumann. Good job.
I will
Me
say,
neither.
I did get a chance to check it out.
Digital
on PS4.
high
I spoke
five.
with the developer, and I think this might be the one for me. It's a time to dive in. So what they've done is they've basically tried to capture the entire Sims 4 experience from the PC, and instead of kind of reconstituting or boiling it down or doing something else with, this is really the pure version, and it's been just reworked with the UI in mind. It's going to have a much easier UI than we've seen. It's going to have all the free updates that they've rolled out to the PC. So that's toddlers, you got your pools, your careers, and I have it on good authority that future PC free updates are also going to make the jump to PS4. So
It's good
yeah,
to hear.
good stuff.
I think that's really exciting. I think what's really important here, it's not a
That character
reimagining,
just
it's not
ascended and became an
reconstituted.
alien. You
I
guys
think
saw
I
that
love
shit?
Play the dubs on PS2. And those games weren't like traditional Sims games, and that's really what people want. So, as Sid said, exact same game, but with PS4 friendly UI. That's what you want. And of course, it's launching with all the fan favorites like city living and vampires, etc.
Are you going to be cruel to your Sims, Holly?
Yeah, probably. I mean,
They killed
it starts
Granny
about 3 hours of building a
with an
house,
electric
and then
shock.
it's cruel to them for the rest of it.
And lock them in a room with a refrigerator and a door to get out.
Don't give my secrets away.
Yeah. So, hey, we're keeping a pretty quick pace on today's show, and we've got yet another game update to share with you right now. And, Rob, I got the sense you were kind of fired up for this one.
I am massively excited about this one. When I first heard this was
God of
coming
War?
out, I literally was jumping for joy. Like,
And Rob doesn't
I
jump
think
for
this
anything.
guy likes
not
God
for
of War,
anything.
so.
So I believe we're going to have a little look at Tennis World Tour.
Oh,
Let's
no.
check out the trailer
Okay.
right now.
I've never played a tennis game on PlayStation, I don't think. Who's developing this? The visuals look rough.
And that was a new look at Tennis
Like
World Tour
real
coming to
rough.
PS4 next year. Rob,
Yes.
thoughts?
They
I
better
am
do something
super
with the
hyped for
art
this.
style.
Yeah.
Like, Holly can attest to this. I've been wanting a tennis game on PS4 for forever.
Yeah.
Like it's been way too long since we've had a good, proper, deep tennis sim. Like the last one I really got stuck into was a Topspin 4 on PS3. I played that so much I was one trophy away from platinuming it. And I understand some of the devs from Topspin 4 are working on Tennis World Tour.
That's true.
And there's going to be, I think they've got 30 licensed players so far. There's a full-on career mode, and it's really focused on the simulation of it as well. So if you're after that deep, really sim-heavy tennis game, this is going to be the one for you. I think MLB has got some competition now.
All right.
In the simulation department.
All right.
We'll fix this after the live stream.
yeah, we'll handle this after we're done.
Well, the excitement is palpable, and I want to just take a quick status check, just take a moment to catch our breath here. PlayStation's media showcase here at Paris Games Week is just about 30 minutes away. So you know that's going to have some good stuff, and we're going to be cutting live to that right after this program.
Okay.
And we are running a bit behind. We've got a lot to get to. We've got a lot of announcements. We've got reveals.
And stop
updates to
saying
share
that you're
right
running
here.
behind and get
I want
to
kind
it.
of bring the conversation back to PlayStation VR because it's just celebrated its 1-year birthday.
Ah, Pembley Tapas.
That's right. More than 100 games out there for PlayStation VR.
This is the
Tons
best
more
VR
due
game
for
right now,
2018.
Resident Evil.
Ramon, what's your favorite PSVR game?
Resident
Best
Evil.
PSVR game.
Scared the living crap out of me. I played the first few minutes regular on my television, then I popped on the PSVR. Completely different experience. I can't lie, I'm a scaredy cat, so I tried to get the shotgun and leave the house, but that didn't really work out.
Did you finish it?
We're not going to talk about that today.
It's all right, Rob didn't either, so I wouldn't
No, I
worry
didn't
too
either.
much.
It's way too scary, but a game I really enjoyed.
Oh,
I'm not
Bridge
even a massive
Crew.
Trekkie,
Yeah.
but I really enjoyed playing Star Trek Bridge Crew. We played it in the PlayStation Access office, 4 of us all playing. You
Is
each
that
have
even
a
out
different
yet?
role on the bridge. Like I was the helmsman, Dave was the captain, and you have to really coordinate to achieve your objectives. And it's like the ultimate wish fulfillment if you're a Star Trek fan, being able to be in
Here's
Star
the
Trek. It was
problem
just
with that
a
is
really
like
immersive
not enough
experience.
people have the
Exactly what
VR
PlayStation VR is
headset
good
to
at.
play a game like
Amazing
this.
game.
You literally did nothing but squabble. It was a video of you squabbling.
didn't.
Now, while you like to sit, quietly on the bridge, this is my jam. Give me a gun, give me giant alien spiders, and let me go to town on them. I really enjoyed Farpoint. I think as well it also
It was
had
pretty
the
fun.
aim controller. And I just had that feeling that if anyone should walk into a living room when I'm playing Farpoint, I might look slightly more badass while in my pajamas because I've at least got the aim controller. Played it in co-op as well, which just means you and a friend can bicker while you try and take on the aliens. It's everything I wanted.
Very exciting, but this is the highlight for me. This is super hot. VR.
Super hot.
Playing.
Did it come out?
Playing that.
Tiny Sid down there in the lower corner of your screen playing super
I'm
hot
co-
VR.
I'm
I
confused.
loved it on PS4, but on PlayStation VR, just so immersive. Like we're all cackling like goons, as I do all of this. Like I'm blasting these guys. I'm throwing ashtrays at them. I'm throwing phones at them. Dual wielding here like some sort of John Woo movie. It's just a riot. I mean, it's just pure fun. So much fun. And that's sort of some of the highlights for PlayStation VR that are out now. Enough about me, enough about us and our favorites. It's time to take a look at the future of PlayStation VR because there's a lot of great games coming.
Yes.
We've got 2 of them to share with you right this minute, so let's check it out.
Tell me Elite Dangerous. No. Disruptive. Dude, if they give us Elite Dangerous on PSVR. What's this? Before the world was ours. Titans battled for supremacy. And the champion. He is one ugly looking. Would become a god. Megalith. Ooh. So we're basically a big monster. Become a god 2018. Okay. Tribe toy.
It takes more than a fancy airship to make it in the arena.
Arena?
It takes a fearless captain and a steady crew.
Please tell me it's not a multiplayer game.
Join today and experience heart-stopping thrills. Life or death battles. Fight alongside your heroes, or take them on. Wealth and glory can be yours.
Oh, those look
Do
like
you
co-op
have what it
stations at the
takes?
bottom there. Bow to blood.
That was 2 brand new games revealed for PlayStation VR, both scheduled for release in 2018. Now, looking at Bow to Blood, Rob, you're a Star Trek Bridge Crew fan. I kind of thought that might be kind of up your alley.
I mean, for me, that's what PlayStation VR is amazing at, letting you experience things that you're never going to experience
Those look
anywhere
rough.
else. And so,
If you're gonna say
piloting
something
really
like the
high-tech
future of
airship in Bow to
PlayStation
Blood,
VR and
yes,
then
that
that's
is
what
probably
you
right up my alley.
show?
Like it's a really unique game
I'm
as well. It's set in
unconvinced.
this kind of fantasy reality TV show. We've got other contestants or enemies, and you could betray them or you can make allies with them. And also, it's procedurally generated as well. So every time you play Bow to Blood, you're going to be getting a completely new experience every time. But for me, it's just, you know, airships. Airships in VR. That's what it's about for me. Absolutely love it.
There's also Megalith. We got a quick look at that one, Ramon. What do you think
so
of
that
that?
was the first trailer that we saw. So Megalith is actually an action-packed shooter.
Yes, it's a hero shooter,
It's a hero
yes.
shooter. So
crazy.
you're a Titan trying to become a giant god, has destructible environments, you get free locomotion. It's also coming out in 2018, and the development team behind it are full of multiplayer veterans, and they're excited about
So
what they
that
can
one's
do
a
in
multiplayer
VR, which
game.
also makes all of us excited because with VR, you're going to have totally new experiences, loads of innovation, so we can't wait to see what everybody's going to do.
Absolutely, and one of the great things about PlayStation VR is new experiences, but also putting a fresh perspective on familiar ones. So in that note, let's take a look at Ultra Wings VR coming to PSVR.
You are cleared for takeoff.
Good God, that voice acting.
This is air traffic control. You are cleared to land.
This. I mean, it's gonna look good after that. Was that a bunch of Lucios that I just saw? Oh, now this looks interesting. I could get behind this. This is like parkour simulator or something. Sprint vector. This looks good, and the presentation's good on it too. I like this one. This one looks real good. Sprint vector. The other one previously was terrible.
The vapors, I mean. What do you make of that, Holly?
I loved it. It reminded me of a manga I used to be really into called Air Gear, just because of the rollerblading. As a game, it's already had tons of press attention. The devs have said, no, you can comfortably run, jump, climb, and fly, because it's very action-packed on its obstacle courses. And they have something called fluid locomotion. That is what they're coining for this.
Fluid, indeed. And we also just checked out Ultra Wings VR. That's also coming to PlayStation VR. It's an open-world VR flight game, lots of courses and challenges. Interesting that you use the PS moves to pilot the craft.
It looks.
Bunch of
I'm
different
sorry,
crafts.
Ultra Wings look
they're saying
terrible.
30 hours or so to get all the gold medals. So
That's hardcore.
robust experience there. Keeping it moving on the PlayStation VR front. We actually do have an update to share right now around a favorite that was announced at E3. Now, if you watched the E3 PlayStation Media Showcase, you saw a quirky, delightful little game called Moss.
Yay!
And we're delighted to say that this one is actually coming out February 2018, so we can finally announce that. Ramon, you got a chance to play it.
Yes, I did. The developers at Polyarc were so kind to send me a build that I got to play last week. I'm loving this game. So you control this mouse. Her name is Quill. She got this little sword, this awesome little like leaf thing on her arm, which is kind of cool. And what's really awesome about this game is the fact that you're using the analog sticks to control Quill. But when you're doing the puzzles in 3D space, you're actually using the motion controller on the DualShock 4 to grab
Interesting.
So, like,
full
pull
things.
things back. And
Yes,
Oh,
like
so you're
exactly
actually grabbing
seeing
that
in the
block
video.
there?
Yep.
Man, it looks amazing.
I'm really
So you get
impressed.
to
This
control
looks
both,
cool.
both the kind of the puzzles and Quill at the same time.
Exactly, at the exact same time. I really, really love this demo that they sent me. This game is going to be so awesome. I can't wait to play it. And it's a dungeon crawler with a little mouse.
It's a
little tiny
dungeon
mouse named
crawler?
Quill. So cute. But yeah, I mean, I just,
Oh,
this is one of the
dude.
things I just love about VR is just new ways to interact. I mean, that's kind of, I think, deep down what we all look for in gaming.
I didn't know
and
that this
something
was a
that
dungeon
PlayStation VR
crawler.
are actually well positioned to provide.
Ooh, combat, right?
Here's a first look at some of the combat. So you see Quill's going to take care of these little red beagles. So what's awesome is
animations
with
are
the
looking
DualShock,
cool.
you can freeze some
But
of the
unfortunately, we're not
enemies.
getting
You're doing
sound, so I
You're
don't know
doing
about the
both at the
sound
same
That's
feedback.
cool.
And
I
does
like
it feel
that.
like easy to do both at the same time?
Yeah, I
Is
didn't
it
have
intuitive?
trouble at all controlling Quill or some of the puzzles at the same time.
That's really nice.
So you probably know
Pull
some
those
stairs
steps up,
there.
turn them around, and control Quill to get
This
her to
does
run all the way
this
up.
does look pretty cool.
Oh man, I would have played this non-stop if they'd sent me that demo.
That's awesome. So this is coming out February 2018. Pre-order start very soon.
Come on. Dying. Don't fucking die, please.
Wow.
That's right. Well, thank you for that hands-on report there, Ramon, on Moss. It's coming February 2018. Very excited about that one. Here's an update on another title.
Really wanted to have a
Was
little bit
announced for
higher
PlayStation
resolution.
VR at E3. That's Starchild. We've got a brand new trailer, and there's, well, I'll just leave it to the trailer. Let's check it out.
Hi everyone, I'm Paul Bettner. I'm the founder and CEO at Playful.
And I'm Kynan Pearson, the director of Starchild. Starchild is a cinematic platforming adventure game. You play as Spectra, a traveler who crash lands on an alien planet during an important mission.
You're about to see one of Spectra's unique abilities here today for the first time. We hope you enjoy this global debut of our new trailer.
I thought they said it was going to be a gameplay thing.
Brand new trailer for Starchild here. We just debuted, and I gotta admit, guys, I'm a little puzzled by this unique ability. Any ideas?
It's
Like,
left
what was
me
that?
with more like questions than I
Yeah,
have
more
answers.
questions than answers in that.
It looked like she was projecting herself out of her body and manipulating, like maybe astral projection, I want to say.
It
Is that what
sounds
it's
good.
called?
All right.
Sounds about right.
That sounds about right.
Maybe telekinesis?
Maybe, yeah.
Something, I guess we're just gonna have to wait and see, huh? So lots more to come here on the show, and we haven't even gotten to the PlayStation Media Showcase, by the way. So we are gonna have a big Final Fantasy update for you at home. We're gonna have a big update for more VR. We're gonna have more game announcements, and then of course that PlayStation Media Showcase that's coming really, really soon. I wanna check back before we move on, though, on one of the year's biggest PlayStation VR titles.
Resi 7?
Yes.
Surely?
Resident Evil 7.
I mean,
Excited for
they
you,
don't
Sid.
come bigger than Resi 7 on VR, I don't think. And the exciting news is there is new free DLC for Resi 7 coming in December.
Free 99.
Free 99 is free. Even more exciting, it stars fan favorite Chris the Muscles Redfield. Everyone loves Chris Redfield. He's just, I mean, it's going to be an awesome new take on the Resi 7 formula, and it's entirely playable in VR, again, just like the main Resi 7 game. Redfield is like an action hero, so it's going to give a really different spin on the gameplay to Resi 7, I think, and we can have a look at the trailer for the Not a Hero DLC right now.
Lucas, you'll pay for this.
You're going to fail, and then you are going to die.
And Lucas Baker, right now he's our only link to the connections.
He's next on my list.
We didn't get much from the first unit before we lost contact.
So they've gone completely the opposite way from the original game.
What's worse, him or those things? We gotta get out of here. Oh, fuck. You gotta be kidding me. Fuck! 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 Get the thing off me!
Please tell me what I'm looking at.
I have no idea. It's something new. Exercise extreme caution.
Christopher, stay with us now, see? Very impressive, my friend. Very impressive. Let's just see how impressive you really are.
You're going to need to proceed with caution. Extreme caution.
Oh, that's different. Like I haven't been since we got here.
Oh, it's free? The Not a Hero DLC is free? Interesting. Then there's the end of Zoe.
Brand new look at Resident Evil 7's free Not a Hero DLC. Rob, I know you're a big fan of Resident Evil. I mean, it's just one of the best of the year.
It is. I think it's in my top 3 of the year.
Yeah.
I spent the majority of Resident Evil 7 hiding and or running away from things. I think now I'm playing as Chris Redfield. I'm going to be punching stuff in the face.
Right in the face.
It's going to be awesome, yeah.
Now, Ramon, I'm told you're a big fan of Halloween.
I most certainly am. I love Halloween. And actually, we have 2 PSVR games launching in time for Halloween. Let's take a look at this spooky pair.
What's this? Dead Hungry. Oh, God.
I will now teach you the ways of our art.
That looks so bad. It's like, I don't like being negative, but you could pile this up right with Ultra Wings and I'm sorry. What the hell is that? So, we're Daredevil?
Wow. Two,
Not really my kind of
wildly
game.
different takes on the horror genre. I guess that's fair to say, right, Rob?
Yeah, I mean, Stifled looks absolutely terrifying. Also, like nothing I've
Does
ever
it?
seen either. From the trailer, it looks like you have to kind of make noise to paint a picture of the world around you, but at the
Like
same time, that
Daredevil.
noise could attract things that you don't quite want to be attracting. I think
Stifled is Daredevil
I
Simulator.
think we should make Dave play it.
Yeah.
He would absolutely love that game. If you're watching Dave, you're going to be playing Stifled very soon. Dead Hungry also looked awesome, though, Holly.
Dead Hungry, as we've already
How
learned
can
from
you
another
say
LocoRoco
Dead
series,
Hungry
it's
looked
Stifled
awesome with a straight face?
It's from
Like,
Pixel Junk,
what?
so you know it's kind of going to be crazy. The idea is the zombies are really hungry, so you're making fast food and literally lobbing it at them to kill
He
them.
actually said that with a straight face.
It just looks like Pixel
It
Junk
looks
madness.
awesome.
Like, you
And
can
I'm
create
like,
different burgers
were we
and
watching the
stuff
same
together.
trailer? Like,
Fries and zombies.
what?
So that's 2 PlayStation VR games coming out tomorrow in time for Halloween, which is awesome. There's another PlayStation VR game coming out very soon, League of War, and I believe we can see a trailer for that right now.
So what you're saying is that the game could perfectly be played without VR, then... That'll make a lot of sense to
That
me.
was League of War. I'll tell you, those two look like they were having the time of their lives on that couch. I mean, they were all grins and smiles and horseplay. But is it RTS or tower defense, or what is it, Ramon?
It's a little bit of both. So
Yeah?
League of War, you can grab a tank, pick it up, and drop it on the battlefield and watch it go and blow stuff up. And who doesn't want to do that? So it's going to have a really, really nice single-player campaign, tons of different generals to choose from, and I really like the use of the social screen.
Very cool, very cool. So is that it for PlayStation VR then?
No, because you promised.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's
you
right.
promised me that I could talk about Monster of the Deep Final Fantasy 15. Unsurprising, I'm a massive Final Fantasy fan, and I'm really excited to get to show you a little bit more.
It's the Final Fantasy fishing game.
And I got to speak to Tabata-san recently as well with PlayStation Access.
So here it is.
Here it is. Now, before I talk about anything else, it is a standalone
It's weird
game.
to me-
You don't need to own 15. It's not DLC. It's a standalone game for PlayStation
It's weird to me
VR.
that they decided to
So
make a game
basically,
around the
game will
thing that I
recognise
did
some
the
of the
least
locations, but I have
in
been
one
told
of my
there's some new
favorite
ones
games of
as
last year.
well, which is quite exciting because it's a beautiful world.
Like, I love Final Fantasy
Now,
15.
just
This
like
is
it
what I
in
did the
15,
least
it
of.
feels quite similar to playing the fishing in 15, almost like, it sounds daft, but what the VR, would be for the fishing in 15. Different tackles, baits, different rods and lines, put them all together to create the right rods for catching different fish in different locations at different
Do
times.
they include a VR fish cleaning mini game?
Could you imagine? That would be, have you ever, that's awful.
We've got chocobos now, Carl.
Look. Yeah, so anyone who played Final Fantasy 15's online beta for Comrades will recognize the character customization. It has incredible customization. Best RPG hair I have seen in a long time.
That's
and
important.
I'm a character.
You'd expect nothing less from Final Fantasy.
I'm
in
a
their hair
character
department,
customization
right?
connoisseur, Rob. You know this.
Yes, I
The
do.
hair is beautiful. It also features some of the characters you'll recognize from the game. You already saw Cindy. Now, when I spoke to Tabata-san, he told me that the whole team is in it. You know, Ignis, Noctis, Gladio, Prompto. And it actually takes place within the Final Fantasy 15 game. It takes place quite early on. You're basically going out, you meet the guys, and they're like, hey, why don't you come fishing with us? You can come and camp with us as well. The character customization here is stunning. I think the biggest takeaway for this for me as a huge Final Fantasy fan is this VR game here put me into the world in a way that not even Final Fantasy 14 does. It really allows you. You're at the camp with the guys. You're able to steal food off Noctis's plate, and he'd like try and bat you away.
That was like the coolest thing in Final Fantasy 15, the camping. So to be in that is going to be like a massive wish fulfillment.
It really was. It gave me something that fanfiction.net has never been able to. It really put me into the world. But it gets better. I'm still allowed to talk about Final Fantasy 15
Oh
some
my.
more.
There's more.
There is. Final Fantasy 15 episode Ignis. We know it's on the way. He is best boy. Do not at me. It's not a discussion. But I'm really excited to be able to show a new trailer for that with some new details. And I can also reveal that the guest composer is Yasunori Matsuda of Chrono Trigger, which everyone knows. Final Fantasy and music go hand in hand. So I guess we should just get going. Please enjoy the Final Fantasy 15 Ignis trailer.
At last, something good. I haven't played any of the episodes like after.
Listen well. A king cannot lead by standing still. A king pushes onward always, accepting the consequences and never looking back.
Tell a bloody thing from here. Let's make for the altar.
Oh, is this when they...
Look who it is. What could one of His Majesty's royal retainers be doing here of all places?
Bloody hell. Join me. I can secure us a way to the king and the oracle.
Part of me always hoped that I might see you happy one day. Your burdens lifted, free to live and love as you please.
Oh, what good is a world that only ever lets you down? Why not end it all right here?
I swore an oath to stand with Noct and keep him safe. Whatever it takes, I will protect him.
Permit me to make a suggestion. Rather than follow this flotsam and float away to a watery grave, why not come with me? What do you say?
This one looks really good. I haven't played the other episodes yet. I kind of finished Final Fantasy. I was like done with it.
was in Vector, actually a game that was announced right here at Paris Games Week about 2 years ago. Ramon, what did you make of that?
Very awesome game in a tradition of like amplitude, frequency, a little thumper in there. It's awesome, and it is coming to PS4.
Yes, it is.
Now, I'm sorry, I'm taking back over because that
All right, come on, all right.
Can't stop talking about
Get it
Final
out.
Fantasy.
No, I'm allowed to talk about Final Fantasy. No, it looks incredible, and for anybody who knows, it takes place in Alticia. I don't want to give too much away, but anyone who's played that game, Chapter 9, right? Chapter 9. And it fills in basically what happens, and I don't know if you saw it. The ring? You put the ring on.
Let's not give away any spoilers. But we are finally going to get to find out, a big thing about Ignis' story that until now has been a complete mystery.
I mean,
so it's going to be awesome.
There's many, many people speculating on Tumblr, let's put it that way, so who knows?
I can only imagine, right? So, great show so far. I mean, I think we brought some significant updates here. Favorite moment?
About
Quick
that.
to call it out?
The Hong Kong Massacre. That game looked insane. I can't wait to play that.
Yeah, what about you, Holly?
I think it was Gardens earlier on. No, but sorry, I've forgotten the full name of it. But
The
yeah.
Gardens Between.
Between, that's the one,
That's
thank
right.
you. So I know everyone thinks I'm going to say Final Fantasy, but Garden Between, I don't know, there's something about that. That's my jam. Good, personal, deep stories.
It looks beautiful. I mean, for me, it's got to be the tennis. Tennis World Tour.
Not
I keep
surprised.
going on about it, but I've been waiting for a really deep, good tennis game for so long. So to have Tennis World Tour coming is proper exciting, and I was, massively hyped for that.
Got to say, for me, it's probably Guacamelee 2. Glad that we can get that out there. It's coming soonish. It looks gorgeous. It's got the 4-player co-op throughout the entire campaign. It's got enhanced chicken mechanics.
Chickens.
Sign me up.
I mean, the chicken is
Enhanced
is
chicken
the highlight of the show, right?
mechanics.
That's why everyone's here.
Finger
To see the
licking
chicken
good.
shop.
I hope I don't get in
waiting
trouble for
for you to
saying
put that in.
That's right. That's right. So hey, we are almost out of time. That big PlayStation Media Showcase is right around the corner, and who's to say what's going to happen then? But we do still have 2 more games that we need to announce. So what do you guys think we should do about that?
I think we should announce them.
Should we?
Yes.
That's
Duh.
a good idea.
Yeah, that's my grand plan.
Okay.
So let's kick it off with the very first game we're going to be announcing, and we'll do that right now.
Cool art style. Reminds me of that that ballerina game that I forget the name. Oh. This looks a little bit like Journey. This looks very interesting. Ore? I don't know how to... Available worldwide on PS4
And
from
that was
today?
a first look at Ore. Ore, by the way, is how that's pronounced if you were wondering. Really just magnificent, gorgeous looking game, and it's actually
I need to
coming out a
check
little
my
later today on
inbox.
PlayStation Store.
Ray out today.
There you go.
I've been saving
I've been
that.
saving that.
Beautiful. I thought it was.
If I receive a code for this, I'm going to play this today. Because that game looked real good.
I really believe with gaming, for me personally, I was very AAA only. I never really considered indie. And then I started adding that in, and I feel
I don't
like
have-
I was
I don't
compared
have
to
a
having
key
a
yet.
balanced diet.
Yeah.
And it's like
I gotta get my contact on
gaming diet,
PlayStation.
And these are the
Gotta
kind
call
of
her.
games for me that balance it out.
Gonna call her up.
So in this particular game, you're exploring the world as a child that can turn into a dragon. You've already seen that in some of the B-roll.
That's an easy sell, isn't it?
I mean, it's
Yep,
really easy to
dragons.
sell. The idea is there are these titans within the world, and they have very important jobs, but for some reason they've stopped doing their job. So you're trying to convince them to basically go
There's
back
some
to work.
never-ending story-looking
But
stuff.
by doing, going through the world, solving puzzles, exploring, there are mysteries within the world for you to uncover as well.
This
I think
looks
it's
really
beautiful,
good.
and I'm so excited that it's actually going to be available, today.
Today.
You love the look of this, then you can pick it up.
Buy now.
It does
That's
look
what I
gorgeous,
say.
doesn't it?
Yeah,
I mean,
absolutely stunning.
what you said about Journey and Abzu is, I think, on point.
Really is.
Getting those kind of vibes from it.
I think it's just so nice to see games like this as well coming out. And if you're looking at this, and
I'm
you've got
doing it
John
right
playing
now,
these,
guys. I'm
I was the
emailing
same as you.
PlayStation
Please,
Portugal right now.
Give one
I'm
of them
doing
a
it.
go. Maybe you'll discover a whole new library of games what's wrong with that, right?
Nothing wrong with it at all. I mean, that is beautiful. So, hey, that was O-Ray, and I gotta say, I think we had a lot to talk about here tonight. And I want to thank, actually, all the independent developers, all the publishers who worked with us to put this show together. It's an honor for us to be able to debut and your titles and to be able to provide all these meaningful updates and just exciting stuff all around. But I gotta say, that PlayStation Media Showcase is right around the corner. I want to make a shout out though to everyone watching live. We've got a lot more to come after the showcase. If the showcase ends, there's more to come. We're going to dive deeper into all those games that you saw at PlayStation Showcase, all the new stuff you see there. Are you excited, guys? You excited?
Yeah. I mean, massively excited.
Yeah?
That's what it's all about, right?
Yeah.
These moments where we all come together, the audience is already in, you can feel the electricity. I already know.
I'm not kidding, by the way, guys. I'm emailing PlayStation Portugal right now on my phone.
They keep it under lock and key here. It could be anything.
It's like a big sporting event. Like, it's the kind of nerves you feel, like, ready to see something epic and amazing.
And
I can't wait.
Who knows? I mean, it's literally a couple of minutes from now. And we're going to be cutting to that live here in just a couple of minutes. But first, we do have one other thing we wanted to share with you. Now, this is one I've been dying to talk about all night long, but I've had to restrain myself.
Not yet, sir.
That's right.
You can talk about it now.
And just a handful of seconds from now, we're going to talk about and show first details on a brand new game that's from an independent studio, and it's it's a new title from a developer that's actually rather celebrated. So I would suggest that we cut to that now, and for all of you watching at home, enjoy the show.
Mossmouth. Gold sought in 1. Wait, this is yeah. Forget the name. Damn it. Forget the name because I don't play enough of this game. They're making a new one of these? Spelunky 2. God of War. Or maybe not.
Samurai. You are a warrior. I
trained your whole life for this. And you have won battles that lesser men have called unwinnable, yes? But while you were sharpening your sword, do you know how I prepared for today? I learned. I know your language, your traditions, your beliefs, which villages to tame and which to burn. So I'll ask you once again, Samurai, do you surrender?
Neo 2. Ghost of Tsushima. Looks good. Ooh, Sucker Punch. This is good shit.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Jim Ryan.
Wow, what a great way to open Paris Games Week. Thank you for joining us tonight. It's now 5 years since we launched PlayStation 4, and I still have the honor to unveil a brand new AAA game, the astonishing Ghost of Tsushima from Sucker Punch. And you know what?
Oops.
That's not the last surprise that you're about to get. You've seen the power of PlayStation 4 provides you not only with immersive storytelling, but also allows developers to fulfill their wildest dreams. The great news is that these developers are now extracting more and more power from the machine with increasingly spectacular results. That's why a single creative mind like Toby Fox can deliver one of the year's biggest hits in Undertale. Why a small studio like Ninja Theory can take you on a thrilling personal journey with AAA production values in Hellblade. And our own worldwide studios can bring alive Horizon Zero Dawn's breathtaking wilderness in dynamic 4K resolution and HDR. Furthermore, you can expect innovative new dimensions in gameplay as we continue to explore the possibilities of virtual reality. The bottom line is that there is so much power and potential packed into PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 4 Pro that innovation will continue to accelerate and proliferate in the coming months and years. With more than 225 games offering graphical enhancements on PlayStation 4 Pro, and more than 100 games compatible with PlayStation VR, PlayStation is already the best place to play. As we will show you tonight, it's thrilling to think there's even more to come. While we continue to focus on bringing you the games you love, we're also focused on expanding the PlayStation community. We're excited about innovation like PlayLink, highly social, easy to play, localized, and fun. We've been thrilled with the success of That's You, with over 3 million downloads to date, and see more social and family-orientated games give us an opportunity to expand our reach and amplify our mission to be the best place to play. The past 20 years have seen trends come and trends go. We're still here, stronger than ever, and well-positioned for the future. The ecosystem of today will be more powerful, more engaging, and more immersive tomorrow. The maturity of the gaming industry is an incredible asset to a dynamic and exciting future for PlayStation. Ultimately, words mean little. Action is everything, and the proof is in the journey into the extraordinary worlds of new titles and new experiences that you're about to enjoy. I think you'll agree that the best place to play just keeps getting better. So let's take a look at some of the most sought-after, exclusive content our industry has ever seen.
Looks interesting, but I don't know. Kind of hard to read on the gameplay. Concrete G. That's an interesting one.
I've been watching you, Erica. I've been watching you for a very long time. They've been watching you too. They've been waiting very patiently, and now they've come for you. Just remember, don't break the seal. If you break the seal, I can't protect you.
Erica. I got a feeling that a game like this can't possibly be too big. Because if it is too big, you know, it's just prohibitive costs for all the actors and stuff. Oh, this is gonna be fucking awesome! I got to interview the main guy behind this. He's a really cool guy.
You're going to fail, and then you are going to die.
Never give, you gotta take. Be the catapult to storm the gates. Cause the champion is never giving in. See it through till the end of days. Till the end of days.
The world has changed. It's been ripped apart by an unknown force.
Your chains will not hold me down. The break and fall to the ground. Can't tame these lions inside. The power is raining like thunder, ready for a fight. These lions inside. These lions inside.
Hello? Where am I?
Let the games begin.
This looks really good. Sprint Vector. Smash Hit Plunder? What's this Eden Tomorrow thing? Monster of the Deep. Maybe it's just me, but I don't. Not my game at all.
Have you?
I liked Eden Tomorrow and that Apex one. Curious about those two.
My name is Ryan Marks. I left London to be a soldier. But then they came for my family.
Oh, is this that game that we got,
Now
the
I'm back,
London heist?
And everything just got a little bit complicated.
I'm a professional soldier. Don't take bad man for a joker. I don't wanna do man over, but I'm raw getting closer and closer. Get shit resolved, I'm quick, no glamour and glitz, just glamour and grit. I'm on my ting, won't quit. I'm a real bad man, I get a bad man hit. Wow, rage, I'm coming for you. I get this result, I'm coming for you. Show no regrets, I'm coming for you.
Start talking, you're fucking dead.
Wait, listen, it was all his idea. He wanted. Fuck me. Today a legend is born, ready for vengeance, ready for war, ready for anything, ready for more. My English gangster, I'm telling you, sure. Rage, I'm coming for you. I get this result, I'm coming for you. Show no regrets, I'm coming for you. Cold-blooded revenge, I'm coming for you.
Blood and Truth.
Ryan, get out of there!
I gotta be honest, looking at Blood and Truth almost makes it seem like London Heist was a tech showcase of the technology behind that specific game. Could be wrong. Just saying.
As PlayStation VR marks its first year in the market, it's really moving to see how development teams are starting to see the raw power of this game-changing technology. We're witnessing the birth of new styles of gaming, storytelling, and visceral experiences. The future of PlayStation VR is extremely bright, and we look forward to unveiling more in the near future. One of the consistent factors in our success over the 4 generations of consoles has been the unwavering support of our partners. We were delighted to feature a massive amount of indie and VR content in the pre-show, and now it's time to showcase 6 games, all of which offer features and benefits unique to PlayStation from some of our most valued partners, all of whom we've been working with from the very beginning. Let's start with a new trailer from our friends at Ubisoft.
Scared. It's Ubisoft.
Folks, it's a beautiful sunny weekend in Hope County.
Far
How will
Cry.
you be spending your time outdoors?
Far Cry. By the way, guys, the reason I got my phone on my head is I'm taking some notes of stuff that I want to talk about at the end of this presentation. No, please don't. No more Content ID matches. I'm gonna get a fucking copyright strike at this rate. Stop the music. This is the point where I should remind everyone that you guys are encouraged to sponsor the channel because I'm gonna make no fucking money out of this video. Looks like they're showcasing some multiplayer stuff. Hopefully it's got better progression than the previous Far Cry titles with the multiplayer. Hopefully. Destiny 2! Great game, but once you get to that end game grind... Good God.
Guardian, what I'm about to tell you stays between us.
Talk to me, Ikora.
While we have been fighting, an ancient gate has opened on Mercury, and an army of past and future machines amasses. They intend to reshape the universe in their image. But there is one who has glimpsed this dark future. He was my mentor, Osiris.
What? Osiris is coming back?
In Vanguard history. Once, his dangerous ideas nearly destroyed us, and he was banished. Now he has returned, but will he be a powerful ally, or bring us death?
Now, most Destiny players probably don't even have any idea
thing they
who the
have
fuck
not
Osiris is.
Go to Mercury.
But you should look
and
it up.
Find Osiris. Time is not on our side.
Osiris is a pretty important character in the lore of Destiny. Unfortunately, lore does a piss poor job of lore. Unfortunately, Destiny 2 does a piss poor job of telling its own lore. So you guys will have to look up videos by My Name is By for something, where he talks about Osiris, and it's actually very interesting lore bits from the Destiny universe. Yeah, buddy, Monster Hunter World. Holy shit, new monsters. You guys know what's frustrating with what they're doing with Monster Hunter World right now? It's like, I don't want to look at this. Because this is all new monsters, and I'm just like, I want to be surprised. Why are you showing me all of the monsters in the game? Stop, please. Oh, it's so good. And I've played it, and the gameplay's so good. Because I know that some people might be wondering, but does the gameplay good? Guys, the gameplay is fucking fantastic. Dude, I hope they have a ton of more monsters to show. Because they're showing so many monsters. Like, I want to be surprised when I play the game. Oh, just the music. Like, this needs to be max volume. Dun, 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 dun. I am maxed out yet. Dude, they need to stop showing new monsters. They need to just fucking stop showing new monsters is all I'm saying. There's a Rathalos. Wait. Oh shit! Crossover with Horizon Zero Dawn! Yeah! Play as Alloy, exclusive to PlayStation. There's a monster. They had to do it. Like I said, games inspired by friggin' Horizon Zero Dawn. I mean, Horizon Zero Dawn's inspired by friggin' Monster Hunter. I said it. Call of Duty. World War II. I'm pretty neutral on Call of Duty.
Passing at the Carrington bonus map.
Pretty neutral. The Resistance. What's this? Onrush. Looked all right. Star Wars Battlefront 2. I'm assuming this is campaign footage. Or I'm hoping this is campaign footage. Because I've lost all interest in the multiplayer at this point. Oh, come on.
The Empire's time has come.
Thank you to all our partners. It's a real privilege to have your titles on our platform. A key differentiator for PlayStation is its best-in-class development teams that make up Worldwide Studios. We have a great lineup of exclusive games coming soon, only on PlayStation 4. Let's take a look.
With Fisk behind bars, what's next?
Spider-Man.
City's safer than ever. Maybe Peter Parker can have more of a life.
Are you in trouble? Do you need money?
No, I mean, I'm a little behind on my rent, but no, I'm fine.
Take care of this place. It represents the best part of me.
This is Miles. He's gonna be helping out around here.
For acts of extraordinary bravery. I'm the one who kept order in this city!
What is this? Devil's breath.
Your city and everything you care about will be destroyed. People will beg you for help, but you won't be able to save them.
Get more backup. Wait!
We've gotta play this just right.
The animations on this game are looking so good.
Maybe the city needs our friend more than you think.
This looks pretty friggin' good.
Anyone else need a breather?
This is the zombie game, right? Oh no, it's Detroit. Or no. Yeah, it's Detroit.
Been gone for 2 weeks, so the place is a mess. You do the housework, the washing, you cook the meals. That's Alice. You look after her. Homework, bath, all that crap. Got it?
Right away, Todd.
The story of this one actually looks very, very interesting.
Going to school today? I'm sure we used to be friends before I was reset. Maybe we can be friends again.
You shouldn't mess around with my stuff. It makes me nervous.
I'm sorry, Todd.
What are you looking at? Maybe you think this is easy. Maybe you think it's my fault your fucking mother took off. Fucking whore walked down on me for a fucking account. Come back here. You stay there. Don't you dare fucking move. Alice! Daddy's very mad. It's all over now. Daddy isn't angry anymore. You know Daddy loves you. This is all your fault!
He's coming. He's gonna hurt me. Run! Get away, or he's gonna break you like last time.
You're coming with me. That's enough! I want you to leave Alice alone.
She's mine. I do what I want with her! Come back
Watch out, Kara!
This is going to be one to look out for. This game is looking really fucking good. I gotta agree with K&D Bad Guy. They show too much in trailers, though. Kratos! Fuck yeah!
That's a soul eater. If that kills us, that's it. No Valhalla, no hell, no afterlife, ever.
It does not attack.
Mom made them sound more dangerous than that.
Then do not drop your guard. Come.
God, that looks good. That backing off didn't look that great. It's gonna get repetitive having the kid shout at you all the time, though.
Follow me.
Yes, sir.
You know, it'd be great. It'd be great if the kid could learn, kind of like a Dragon's Dogma pawn, in a way.
That doesn't sound like a soul eater.
Early 2018. What is early 2018? Don't put it on top of Monster Hunter, please. Because I want to play this game too. Horizon Zero Dawn, baby. Oh, shit! Is this the DLC? Yeah, this is the DLC, the Frozen Wastes. The music in this game, you hear it? So good. Frozen Wilds. Sorry, I said the Frozen Wastes. Shadow of the Colossus.
Abro.
Now tell me this is just a remaster. I said it from the start. This is a remake. There's no... Those textures wouldn't look like this if it was just a remaster. Not to mention, some of the bosses look different as well from what I've seen. We're gonna play the fuck out of this game, you guys. Yes, we are. It's not the horse that's big, it's that you're playing as pretty much a child. You're playing pretty much as a child, and the horse is also pretty big. Let's put it like that. God, this game looks so good. So good. So good. Why does he keep going left and right?
We've made one thing clear to you tonight. It's a great time to be a gamer. To close the show, let's have the first in-depth look at a much anticipated and exclusive title. From everyone at PlayStation, thank you for your continued support. Good night.
Good night. It's 4 p.m., dude. You're not in the States anymore. Yep, this looks like The Last of Us. Or the other biker thing.
nested with sin. Free them, that they may know my... Yara! Where is the other apostate? Clip her wings.
God, that's fucked up. Oh. Someone's got mad bow skills. In comes Arrow. Yeah, think about it for a while.
Yara. Demons are coming. Cut her down. She's one of them. Lev. Watch your backs.
Yep, the music says it all. That's Last of Us. Is that Ellie? Like a really fucking roided up Ellie?
I'm the one that makes people see it stand up. Much more than the other in the block. No, no. Much more than the other in the block. No, no. God knows that I'm gunning for the top. You know, you know. God knows that I'm gunning bow, bow. I've been stepping, check my settings. Ain't no fretting. Where we heading? We just getting to that nitty gritty. To that nitty gritty. To that nitty gritty. Where we heading? We just getting to that nitty gritty.
Oh, they haven't even talked about Skyrim VR. They showed it on this trailer, but they didn't even talk about it. PlayStation. that it for the show? Assuming we're going to get some more Sid Schumann telling us about what's coming up next. I did want to give you guys my conclusion. I'm just waiting on Sid Schumann to show up and tell us what's going to happen. Or maybe not. Oh, there we go.
Don't touch that dial. Don't go anywhere. We've got a lot more. We're going to get a behind-the-scenes look at a lot of those new games that were just announced today, so stay right there. Very quick, our panel of hosts here. What did you think?
God of War, Last of Us 2. Oh my, yo, every developer out there, AAA or indie, big hats off to you guys for providing that content for this showcase. That was insane. Thank you so very much.
Well, it's going to be their opinions, it
Holly,
seems.
what are you thinking?
So I'm going to just go ahead and mute them, leave them playing in the background. I'm going to get us some more music for ambiance while I tell you guys about what I thought about the show. So first thing that I want to bring up, because this is kind of important, we had a lot of PlayStation VR stuff showing up, like a lot of PlayStation VR stuff. And ultimately, you guys saw me snark at a lot of it because for starters, there were a lot of titles that didn't look that good in PSVR. Just straight up did not look that good, in my personal opinion. But to top it off, there are also a lot of titles that are multiplayer on PSVR. And in my opinion, that is currently a big mistake in the industry to go that deep into the multiplayer aspect of VR. Because, like, to give you guys an idea, Starblood Arena was launched earlier this year. And I got access to it day of, and I tried playing it day of. And it was just impossible to actually get a multiplayer match. Now, this is a game that is pretty much made to be played in multiplayer in VR, right? And the fact that I couldn't even get a single multiplayer match. There's a video of that live stream. If you guys are curious, there's a video of Starblood Arena in the channel. And that really concerned me because it's like, I mean, there's not that many people playing VR. And most of the people that are playing VR, they're still like coming to grips with it, and they're mostly playing single player games. So investing this heavily into multiplayer games is going to be a serious problem. Like, even Riggs, it came and went, and it was like one of the best multiplayer experiences in the VR space. It, in my opinion, it literally came and went. So that is a problem with PSVR and just VR multiplayer in general, is that there's not that many people playing VR games and multiplayer. So that was one of the kind of downsides that I saw with the fact that there were that many PSVR multiplayer games. Then we had that Sprint Vector game, though. That one looked really cool. I'm very curious to try that out. We also had the Moss game, the one with the mouse that I didn't even know that was actually a dungeon crawler. But that made me more interested in. I'm kind of curious about a little rat with the sword and stuff. So that one I'm curious about. They showed up that tennis tour game, and it's like I want to bring this up mostly because I said, wow, those visuals do not look good. And this is weird, probably coming from someone who's constantly saying visuals aren't everything, and they aren't. But just how compelling can you actually make a supposedly a simulation type tennis game to the point where visuals aren't going to matter that much? I don't know. But I hope they do something with the art style of that game. It can't just be as was shown in that trailer, in my opinion, at least. It needs to get a little bit more style to it. Then we had the Final Fantasy 15, the Ignis thing. It reminded me that I should check out the other episodes in Final Fantasy 15. I haven't checked those out yet, but it looked real good. The Ignis episode looked real good, so I like that. Then we had that game Ore, which throughout one of the presentations I actually sent an email to the company that is publishing for that game, requesting for a code. Whether or not I'm going to get it, I don't know, but I would like to check that game out. I'm not going to buy it because I just legitimately cannot afford it. I gotta save up right now, basically. That's the stage we're in, particularly with YouTube ad revenue being what it is. I'd like to check it out, but I'm gonna see if I can get a code. If I can't get a code, maybe I won't check it out. Ghost of Tsushima by Sucker Punch, which is what the footage that you guys are watching in the background. So Sucker Punch are the guys behind Infamous, and it was that samurai game. So I'm expecting good things from this because I love the Infamous games. They're really good. And with these guys going like the feudal Japan with samurais and shit, I'm very curious to see what they come up with. Like, that looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. So this Ghost of Tsushima game, probably one of the top things that came out of this presentation. That is something that I personally want to get much more involved in as soon as I can. We also had that other game, Concrete Genie. This was the kid with the brush that was painting on the walls and stuff. And this game seems interesting to me. However, I think this game is going to live or die based on how hard it is for you to actually make those drawings on the wall look cool. Because if it's hard to make those drawings look cool, then I don't think as many people are going to put in the effort. I mean, the more creative individuals are definitely going to put in the effort because that seems like a lot of fun. But not everyone is like super creative about that kind of stuff. So we don't know. But it did capture my attention. Then in that VR sizzle reel, there was a game that showed up, which was Apex PSVR. It was a guy shooting a bow. By the way, this game right here is Concrete Genie, the one going on right now. But anyway, moving onward, in that PSVR thing, they showed the Apex game, which was a guy shooting a bow against robots and stuff. That one got me curious. That one got me kind of interested. Then they showed Eden Tomorrow, which looked interesting as well. Didn't get a whole lot on that, but I'm still curious to see what that is about. Then I took a note here about Blood and Truth. What was Blood and Truth about? Because I'm kind of lost right now. Blood and Truth. I'm just going to move on. I remember specifically pointing this out because there was a reason. Oh, yeah. This is the game that looks kind of like London Heist. It was that PSVR game with the gunplay and stuff. That looks very interesting, but it also, like I was saying at the time, it makes it look almost like if London Heist, is it London Heist? I think it's London Heist, the one that came with VR Worlds. That was almost like a proof of concept to then allow them to create this other game called Blood and Truth. At least that's what I get out of it, because it's the same studio. It's Studio London. So, yeah. But I am curious to see more about that game. Then we saw Spider-Man. Spider-Man looks fucking fantastic. I mean, Spider-Man looks great. We saw some more of Detroit, which is another game by Quantic Dreams. Also looking pretty damn sweet. I mean, I've been excited for that game for a while. I've always mentioned it whenever it is mentioned on another, press conference or something. It's looking good, and it's got a very interesting story. So that Detroit Become Human game, also want to look out for. Obviously, God of War looks fantastic. And Monster Hunter World needs to stop showing us amazing trailers because they're revealing way too much about all the monsters that are available in the game. I need to just go on a media blackout for Monster Hunter World because I'm so excited, and I'm scared that I'm not going to be as surprised as I could be if they just keep showing more and more stuff. But, yeah, overall, I mean, the pre-show thing was... I didn't care for it that much, the pre-show stuff. The only thing that really came out of there that I liked was the Ore game. Other than that, most of the pre-show stuff, I was like, whatever. But the actual show itself had some very interesting stuff. And either way, I'm going to end this here. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this stream where we were talking about and showcasing the PS Paris Games Week stuff. If you guys did enjoy it, hit that like button. Helps out a lot. Always remember, subscribe if you are new here so that you're always notified when there's new live stream or new video coming up on the channel. Thank you all very much for hanging out. Comments and feedback in the comment section below if you're watching this later down the line when it becomes a VOD. And as usual, consider sponsoring because it really helps out, particularly for videos like this, because this is not going to be able to be monetized because there's going to be so many content IDs. So sponsoring does help me continue to do cool shit like this on the channel. So if you guys did enjoy it, consider sponsoring. It's like YouTube, Twitch subscription. Very much. You get a cool icon like the one on Danny the Consumer, and you get access to sponsor exclusive emotes in live streams. Thank you guys very, very much for watching today's stream, and I will see you guys in the next one.